I don't like Trisha at all, but I know exactly how it feels to be betrayed like this. And someone who you care about, it's a horrible feeling. So I do feel bad for her. It is a horrible feeling. But this isn't about me. Anyways, I don't
I
understand.
just had to make this video to say I don't stand behind Colleen whatsoever. Her video was not an apology,
The way
and
she just. This breaks my heart for Trish. I feel like everybody in her life that she thought was a genuine friend ended up being cruel to her. Taurus energy. Been there.
I had nothing to do with this. I do not condone it. I think it's the most disgusting thing, and above all else, illegal.
Yeah. Like, it's just.
And the person she sent, who was it, 20 at the time?
It's just like, how does it get worse? It just keeps getting worse.
I still think it's disgusting. A grown woman in their 30s doing this to someone who is in their house, been around their family. Like,
I'm tired.
So these people are speaking up and they're uncomfortable for a reason.
It shows that she
They need to
don't
do better.
care, really. Like, deep down, subconsciously, she does not care.
Because it's the juice. And if you don't have the juice, you don't have it. So if you don't have the juice, you can't capitalize.
Fill the room with the juice. That's a lot of loot. That bit fire. Yeah, she kinda.
Welcome back to the channel. My apologies. I know I'm a little bit late. I'm a tad late. And as you guys know, especially those that have been on my channel for quite some time, you are fully aware that I have done many videos on Trisha Paytas, compilations, reactions, commentary, many. But I definitely took a good break from the Trisha Paytas verse. So 2.9 million views. Trisha Paytas is at it again. Let's see what this is about. I was gonna watch like a short 10-minute video. I think T-Spill did, but let's get back to our roots. Let's watch a full Trisha Paytas video. This is gonna be very interesting for me because I know that she was doing a podcast with Colleen. However, that fell through. That's not happening anymore, whatever have you. And I have no idea about that. So if you're here thinking I know the tea, I don't know anything. So let's go ahead and jump in this. I really have nothing else to say. If you are brand new here, of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, Miss Trisha Paytas, let us know your side. We are all so curious. I know I am. I know I am.
So this is a video that I like really did not want to make, and I feel like
Okay.
the past few years I've really taken a step back from having to comment on everything, having to respond to everything said about me on the internet, because at the end of the day it just gets really exhausting. And then of course being in other people's business, even if I have strong opinions about it, I really decided years ago that it wasn't good for my mental health. I have a mental illness, I have a personality disorder, which is hard to regulate my emotions. I get triggered very easily. So I've learned to deal with triggers the past few years, and I feel like I've done a very good job managing and regulating emotional stability. And on top, aside from all that, just, being known as the person who's just always in drama and can't keep friendships, it's not a good look. I've worked really hard the past couple of years to kind of just stay in my own lane and not engage in anything online, which is commonly referred to as drama. But I feel like this is beyond drama. I'm putting my own hurt feelings aside, and my feelings are very hurt. I've had like a sick to my stomach feeling for a while now, and today especially. Me and Colleen started a podcast this year, 3 episodes. We were always friendly before. I think it shocked a lot of people because, like, oh, I didn't know they were close friends like that. And the thing is we weren't close friends. We were friends. I considered us to be friendly. When I had my daughter, she reached out, and I thought, oh, it's great to have mom friends and, friends, who have kids. So I thought this podcast would be great because we always got along really great when we would see each other. We've been doing videos together on and off, like maybe once a year since 2018. And so I just thought, this is a good podcast to get to know each other. It's a good, little thing for me to do because I haven't really done anything for a couple of years, and I really enjoy being creative and producing stuff. And it was kind of fun to do costumes and stuff. I wasn't aware of these most recent things that are coming out. Everyone knows I have a very, very, very firm stance on talking to anyone underage. Everyone knows I have a very, very, very firm stance on talking to anyone underage, platonic or not. I've always been very, very firm with this, that I think it's inappropriate.
Now you know Trevor's coming in my
They know
head.
about many occasions where someone's just 17 years old, and I don't feel comfortable with them, being around them, hanging out with them. I remember one time there was a very popular YouTuber who was 17, and another YouTuber I was friends with wanted to bring her to my apartment. I said, absolutely not. I'm like, she has to just stay in the car. Like, I have a lot of trauma when it comes to my relationships I had when I was underage, and not always sexual. A lot of my trauma comes from school, authorities at school, teachers at school that I trusted. And sorry, this is like hard for me. I'm really trying to, and I don't. It's a very hard, but like boundary. Like it's one that I don't let up on with anybody. I think it's.
I can't help but think.
Closer to the light, yes, bitch.
Why are you touching a minor?
I'm about to slay. I know you see what I'm doing every day. I grab the microphone and hit the money making stage. Come on, watch me. Wow.
And we go to Trevor's performance, and Trevor picked Shane's song, which right away I was like, bold move, but I was excited. I was like, okay, super loud, throwing old school, and I was like, he didn't know the words, but the sass, the gyrations, the movement, I mean, he slayed, like, in every sense of the word. Like, I was just like, yes, and you improv, you took your own liberty, you went with like that thing, you did your own thing, and I was like, yes, making it your own as they would say on American Idol. So yeah, I mean, it's a tough one.
I'm dead.
Down here, we need to do the whole Kelly Clarkson just bringing each other. Hey, and the winner of American YouTube X Factor Idol is.
Why are you touching a minor?
That's useless.
The winner is Trevor.
Oh no!
Where I have paused it. All right. Look at this. Look at what we're looking at right now.
I think I kissed
Ricky.
No, X-Men and Rebecca Black. It was both? Yeah. At the same time.
Who is the slayest in the room? Shane.
I just can't. And then it's like if I'm grown and I'm with a child, that's like a real life child. It's really like a known child. Why would you put that on the computer? On the internet, everybody named Mama see. Just this is me just hanging out with a minor, being inappropriate. Huh? Remember that reaction? When she was with Trevor and Shane Dawson?
I think it's weird. I talked about it multiple times. I think it's weird. So when all this came out, I was shocked. The group chats and stuff. I was kind of shocked, and it's such a difficult thing because Colleen is someone that I quickly, literally the past month that we did this podcast, like I really, really cared about and really related to.
Who is the slayest in the room? Shane.
I just can't.
Really related to. I thought, well, she told me she canceled here and there, and she kind of understood when people would come for her for working with me, because I've done stuff in my past that's, not cool by today's standards, and I think everyone can take accountability and grow. Like I really do think people can change their ways and stuff like that, if you can acknowledge it. Her video came out and I was just shocked, to say the least, that she didn't at least acknowledge the stuff that her own fans were saying, how they felt,
Right.
to kind of brush it over in the way she did, and ultimately became memes, and now it becomes somewhat lighthearted, even though it's not a lighthearted issue. I was shocked, and she sent me the link to her video, her apology video, and I didn't respond back to it because I was shocked. Weeks prior to the apology video, we were staying in touch because, again, I know what it feels like to have the whole internet come down on you, even if the whole internet is right. I'm someone who struggles with mental health issues and mental illness, and I know what that can feel like, and I know I don't want anyone, guilty or not, to ever feel like they don't have someone to talk to, that there's not a way out of a situation, that there's not a way to make a situation right.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of stayed in touch with her, but when I got involved with this, I got dragged into it rather,
The way she's
a few
swaying.
weeks ago, and
I'm
two
screaming.
boys, both, one I believe was 20 at the time, and one who was 14 at the time, both the 14-year-old alleged, because I didn't speak on this because I didn't see anything. And not to say that I don't believe this person, it's just a very, very, very serious allegation. It's very illegal. So I was kind of waiting to see what would kind of come out, if anything, before I had to make this video and this statement. Literally, my accountant, I don't know why, she got a text from a Huffington Post reporter asking for a statement about all this. And I'm like, you know what, let me just put this out. And I hate putting any energy into this, but it's very, very serious. It's very serious. And it's a topic I don't take lightly, and I can't take lightly, as I am a full-time sex worker. I don't think that's a secret. It's not as advertised as it once was, but we already have a lot of stigma, misconceptions, allegations against us as sex workers. And so I need to nip this in the bud, that I do not condone at all unsolicited nudes, sending unsolicited nudes to anybody, sex worker or not. I think using someone's nudes as a way to hurt them, make fun of them, make light of them, be mean is the lowest form of human, the lowest form of intelligence. I think that's so inhumane. I think that's so disgusting for anyone.
Y'all know how I feel about nudes. I don't send nudes. I don't have nudes. If nudes is even anywhere in the spectrum, I'm in a relationship with that person. No random person that's trying to holler at me, talk to me, you're never gonna get a nude. You're never gonna get a nude. And the thing is there's so many people that are absolutely okay with sending nudes. If that's you, keep doing your thing. But that is just something that I'm never gonna. I don't know how you could trust somebody that much. It's just people switch up on you so quick. People show their colors real quick when things get hard, tough, and then before you know it, you got your picture just slanging all around wherever it could be slanging. It's just like, no thanks. No thanks for me.
Last night, the text messages were shown, and it's very clearly from Colleen to a fan. Has over 500,000 views on Twitter that I'm not embarrassed by. I'm embarrassed for her. I try to take myself out of these equations when I'm feeling triggered. And if I were to look at it as it happening to someone else, I wouldn't be humiliated for the person in the photos. I'd be humiliated for the person who sent them. Although it can be humiliating for the person in the photos as well. And it's somewhat is embarrassing. I get made fun of all the time for my body, my nudes, even under this person's posts. While I'm thankful, he
y'all strong, because not me. I could never.
It's hearing all that horrible stuff underneath the photo, like about my body just being messed up or disgusting, and it's a lot. Yes, I'm a sex worker, and yes, I chose this job, and yes, I make money doing it. But it never feels good to have someone just like make fun of your naked body. It's just a really vulnerable thing, and it is a little embarrassing if I'm being honest. But I'm more embarrassed for her that this is the kind of person she is. Like I'm so embarrassed. Sending these to fans unsolicited, the context of which she was sending these, I don't get the purpose. I don't know if there was an inside joke I'm missing on this. The fan said, "Hey, congratulations on becoming parents." Which a month later, she just responds with a nude of me and says, "You look so pretty in this." And these weren't a long time ago. This is someone well into their 30s just gave birth sending.
Pause. This wasn't a long time ago? You guys, please forgive me. I don't know. This wasn't a long time ago? This woman is doing this in her 30s? Oh my God. Just a quick moment of silence for the absolute disrespect to yourself and for your fans. That is disgusting. It's not even just disgusting, but it's just like, what's the point? What's your point? That is where you unravel the darkness that you really just don't want to accept. You don't want to think it's real, right? And I think everybody will be, oh, well, of course it's real, especially if it's, a man sending it to a child that's 10 years old, young, 14, 15, whatever. But yes, as much as we can say, women don't do this, here is our proof. And it is absolutely terrifying. And to be a parent on top of it is just, I have no words.
Nudes. And a month prior, I was in her house meeting her child and meeting her newborn, doing mukbang with her. In these texts, there's also friends of hers. They showed the viewing parties that were talked about to make fun of me. They did viewing parties of my adult content to make fun of me. And there's a friend of hers who I actually met as well back in 2018 with his face posing next to explicit images of me. And there was a video of it, and it's a lot.
Yikes.
And it wasn't just one occasion. There was multiple times that she sent just different photos and different positions of me. I did ask her about these a couple weeks ago before there was the proof, so to speak, right? And she assured me that she had never sent photos of me.
You can never, you just never know who you can trust, ever.
Underage at the time,
it sucks.
would send photos to her.
Dang.
She's like, no, he was a fan. He sent photos to me, and he was obsessed with you. And he would just send me it, and once in a while I'd respond to him and be like, hey, okay.
Compulsive
That's what she
liar.
told me a couple weeks ago.
Yikes.
there's a clip of her saying she saw a whale squirt, and she wasn't talking about Trisha Paytas. I sent her that as well, and she said everything's taken out of context, like these are lies. And being as I was like her friend, and I knew her as a person, I was trusting her, I guess. Because
Trust no
trust
one.
like this person you know in real life, or people you don't know anything about. I guess
That's
it's like that's
crazy.
the whole innocent until proven guilty thing. So there was two options there for her to say like, yeah, that was a while ago. I was a hater. I mean, I'm the first to say like, I definitely have been a hater in the past. I've been miserable in my own life. I've been going through shit in my own life in the past, and I was miserable and I hated on people for sure. Not people that I would go and like be at their house and like do a whole podcast with, but sure, I can understand people, gossiping or making fun of people. I don't understand the making fun of bodies. That's weird. It's weird. I don't get those texts at all. Like I look at those and I'm like so confused. Like, okay, I'm the joke. My naked body's the joke. I guess. Okay, I don't know. It's very odd. But I kind of gave her outs because I was like, hey, like we talked crap about me. That's fine. We weren't that close back then. I guess. Like whatever. And she vehemently denied. No, I've never sent pictures of you. Like the underage man was sending pictures of you. I'm not specifying if they were nude or not. The text came out last night, and my heart started racing. I was triggered. I haven't been triggered in a while, and I was triggered. My heart was racing. My stomach, I was sick to my stomach, and I don't know. I guess seeing stuff like that's probably the worst I've seen from someone that I've like considered a friend. Like that's it's pretty barbaric. It's pretty misogynistic.
Who are
And it is
friends?
downright cruel.
Who are your
It's
friends, really?
low level of a person. To say that stuff, and again, this isn't years ago. This is, someone well into their 30s. It's not a child. It's not a kid.
Right.
As of now, as I'm recording this, the text came out, and the minor fan, who is now an adult, has said that those same pictures were sent to him. This is all alleged, as I haven't seen anything, so I don't want to. I just want to put this out ahead of anything.
My thing is, what is influencing you and pushing you and motivating you to talk to children openly with no issue, like it's not a problem, and then with this being the context of it, what is? Are you feeling nostalgia? Are you feeling like, yes, I'm a part of the group? I'm a kid too. I'm a big kid too. Like, what are we actually doing here? And then on top of that, like, do you not think, I wonder how I would feel if somebody was doing this to my own children? Because you have children. Does that not even like come into your brain? Like, does that, like, I know we live in a world where people don't think about other people's, problems, situations. People just don't care about others anymore. It's a very cold and disgusting and corrupt world we live in right now. But do people like, and I know not everybody can, what do they say? Not everybody's going to have the same heart as you. So, at the end of the day, you just got to have to accept people for, who they show you they are. But it's just like, I can't help but just, it's like I can't get my mind around it sometimes. And it just sucks, It really, really does. And I think that's why sometimes I just ghost. I just disappear, and people will think like, oh, Pearl's not my friend anymore. I don't know why she's not talking to me or whatever it could be. But sometimes it's just like, I need to protect my energy. I need to protect my energy because I can feel my energy going down, and I don't really want to implement that on you, let alone have a situation where I feel like I can confide in somebody, but in reality, I can't confide in this person, and this person shows me time and time again that I can't confide in them. And then it's just like, it just creates this dynamic of not wanting to speak to anyone, not wanting to open up to anyone, not show any kind of vulnerability, even just the door to be friends. You know what I mean? Because it's just the way people move these days. You can not believe in karma if you don't want to believe in karma, but I believe in karma, and I do my best to try to learn from every single situation, even if I'm in the wrong, even if I'm the one that has to take the L. I'm still going to do my best to try to learn from it, and if that means I can't talk to that person, I'm not going to have that relationship, I'm not going to have those friendships, then so damn be it. But my God, These kinds of things it just makes you so scared, you know? I mean, you could literally just for example, let's say you have a child. You're super excited that you have this child. You want to show people. You want to go around like, "Oh my God, I had a baby." You want everyone to love just as much as you feel that you are engulfed with this sense of love because you are now a mother, a father, whatever. But let's say so-called friend, family member, whatever, is like, "Oh, I want to change the diaper. Can I change the diaper?" And you allow that to happen. And then they, I don't know, take pictures of your child naked. I don't know, touch that child. And then what? And then what? And let's say you don't even know about it. Maybe you find out later on. It's just these little things. You know what I'm saying? Like these kind of things. It just makes it so hard to want a human connection when we have all of this just disgustingness. And I know I'm going on a rampage right now, but my God. I don't even care. It's just I'm disappointed in humanity. That's what it is. That's what it boils down to. I'm disappointed in humanity. Hell, I'm disappointed in myself sometimes, letting people in that shouldn't have been let in the first damn place. You know, it's just like I was born in the wrong generation. But that's just how I feel. And if I wasn't born in the wrong generation, I was born on the wrong planet. Because what are we watching right now? What are we hearing right now? I am just, it's icky.
Every day something coming out and seeing that text from the Huffington Post, I'm like, okay, let me just get ahead of this. I am so sorry to that person if this is true. I'm so sorry. I know firsthand how traumatizing that can be. I had nothing to do with this. I do not condone it. I think it's the most disgusting thing, and above all else, illegal.
Yeah. Like, it's just...
And the person she sent, who was it, 20 at the time?
It's just like, how does it get worse? It just keeps getting worse.
I still think it's disgusting. A grown woman in their 30s doing this to someone who is in their house, been around their family. Like,
I'm tired.
Some issues. It's a sickness.
It's...
And I don't think this is jumping on a hate bandwagon. This is like, hey, maybe she doesn't get it. What she did was wrong. You know what I mean? Maybe it's like, okay, we need to keep talking about this because this is really wrong. This is really gross. And it's also unsolicited nudes. They weren't, no one was asking for this. I don't know the inside joke. She said they're taken out of context.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are you getting out of it? Like, what does that like make you feel like powerful or something? Like what? I don't get it. I don't get the way these people think. I don't understand.
I just had to make this video to say I don't stand behind Colleen whatsoever. Her video was not an apology.
The way she just...
It took away from the severity of her actions of talking to minors, bringing minors on stage at her show. These people are speaking up and they're uncomfortable for a reason.
It shows that she don't care, really. Like, deep down, subconsciously, she does not care.
But being told she never sent these photos, and these actually do exist, these text messages, I feel like super disrespected, and at least be honest about it, to like show some accountability, to show like, yeah, that was stupid, that was immature, whatever.
Psychopaths and
but
narcissists. They don't take accountability for nothing, man.
I'm embarrassed to be associated with her.
It's hard, but sometimes...
I'm embarrassed for the fans that she messaged those to. That's... should never have happened. And again, this really hurts sex workers as a whole. This is out there, and it looks like we're some deviants because this is used in this way. It's disgusting. Yes, I'm a sex worker, but a lot of those images and videos were behind a paywall. One that requires someone to be 18 and over.
I'm scared for this world.
That is my statement on it, and I'm not going to speak on this again. I will never speak on Colleen again. She just does not exist to me anymore.
That's crazy. And I think you had a
This is
podcast.
not me canceling her. She'll always be around. I'm sure she'll be fine.
We know.
Just publicly disavowing any association I have with her.
Wowzers. Okay, Trisha. Okay. I'm not even done. Can we go to the next one? Let's go to the next one. Because I want to. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Because, Lord. And for you to do a whole podcast and now look at you.
Ever since everything that came out about Colleen last month, a lot of people have been waiting for Trisha to make a statement. When everything was coming out, they had just started a new podcast together, and people felt like Trisha needed to come forward and address where she stood with Colleen. After a few weeks of silence, Trisha has finally come forward to talk about her own personal experience with Colleen, and it's actually really heartbreaking. It's a mess, so let's get into it. Trisha and Colleen have been friends for quite some time now. Trisha has always talked about how much she looks up to her being a mom and having a career, and you could tell Trisha really valued the friendship they had. When they came together to start their podcast, Trisha seemed really excited. She had Moses build this whole entire set, they dressed up and planned outfits, and you could tell she was having so much fun. It's no secret that Trisha loves doing podcasts, and this
Y'all know
felt
I
like
don't
a
know.
new positive venture for her. Colleen was actually the one who received a ton of backlash for teaming up with Trisha. People said that she was going to drag her down, she was going to create drama and expose her in the end, and they told Colleen to watch out for herself. But little did they know, it would actually be the exact opposite. Yesterday, Trisha posted a video titled Colleen. In this video, you could tell Trisha was extremely hurt and uncomfortable. This wasn't the type of video we're used to from Trisha when she's talking about someone. This was a very level-headed, calm, and put-together video where she got all her feelings out and made it clear where she stands with Colleen. She started off the video by talking about everything that's come out over the past month and made it clear that she doesn't stand behind any of that. She said she didn't even know about any of the stuff that's come out, and when she saw the way that Colleen handled the situation, she was shocked. She did say that she stayed in touch with Colleen because she's been there before and she knows what it feels like to be cancelled.
I think everyone can take accountability and grow. Like, I really do think people can change their ways and stuff like that. Her video came out and I was just shocked, to say the least, that she didn't acknowledge the stuff that her own fans were saying, how they felt, and she sent me the link to her video, her apology video.
And it really just shows how disconnected she is from reality, to be honest. That's what the apology really showed. Or can we even call it an apology? Child, music video, sitting on the couch playing the damn ukulele, whatever.
That all changed when someone came out with information about how Colleen was talking about Trisha. A fan had posted screenshots of their conversation with Colleen where she would take screenshots of Trisha from her OF and she would send them to these fans and pretty much mock and make fun of Trisha.
Two boys, both one I believe was 20 at the time and one who was 14 at the time. Both the 14-year-old's alleged, because I didn't speak on this because I didn't see anything. I do not condone at all unsolicited sending messages to anybody, using someone as a way to hurt them, make fun of them, make light of them, be mean is the lowest form of human, the lowest form of intelligence. I think that's so inhumane.
Now, I'm not going to be showing any of these messages for obvious reasons, but Trisha has seen them and she's heartbroken. Trisha made it clear that she's not embarrassed for these photos being out there. She's embarrassed for Colleen for actually stooping to that level and being the kind of person who could do that to someone.
I'm not embarrassed I'm embarrassed for her. I try to take myself out of these equations when I'm feeling triggered. And if I were to look at it as it happening to someone else, I wouldn't be humiliated for the person in the photos. I'd be humiliated for the person who sent them, although it can be humiliating for the person in the photos as well.
And let's just make this clear. It's not like Colleen was super young and she made a mistake and didn't know better. Colleen was well into her 30s and had kids, and this is what she was doing on her time. Trisha said the craziest part was Colleen actually had Trisha over to her house only a month prior to sending her pictures to fans and making fun of her.
So fans said, hey, congratulations on becoming parents, which a month later she just responds with me and says, you look so pretty in this. And these weren't a long time ago. This is a month prior. I was in her house meeting her child and meeting her newborn and doing mukbang with her.
Trisha said that Colleen and her friends would have viewing parties to make fun of Trisha and the content she was putting out on that website.
They showed the viewing parties that were talked about to make fun of me. They did viewing parties of my content to make fun of me. And there's a friend of hers who I actually met as well back in 2018 with his face posing next
People
to
are so evil.
images of me. And
people are just really evil.
It's a lot. Right.
Now, Trisha actually did approach Colleen a few weeks back before all the screenshots came out, and she confronted her.
Obviously, Trisha's not no saint, obviously, please. We know that over here. But dang, people are so evil. It just kind of makes you for me, it just makes me scared. It just makes me scared. It makes me a little antsy. Because it's just like, why are you that mean-spirited? Like, are you actually okay? Clearly you're not, but you know what I mean?
And asked her if she was doing this. She asked her if she was sending these photos around, and Colleen denied it. Colleen apparently tried to blame it on the fans in the chats, trying to say they were the ones sending the photos and not her.
I did ask her about these a couple weeks ago before there was the proof, so to speak, right? And she assured me that she had never sent photos of me. This one fan who was underage at the time would send photos to her. She's like, no, he was a fan. He sent photos to me, and he was obsessed with you.
Why are you
And he just
talking to
sent me
underage
a response to him
fans?
and be like,
Why?
"Oh, okay."
Why?
That's what she told me a couple weeks ago.
Colleen had so many chances to just be honest and at least give Trisha the respect of knowing what she did before she has to learn from someone on Twitter. If Colleen felt bad and had any amount of regret for how she talked about Trisha, she would have told her and just owned up to things. Of course, Trisha would still be extremely hurt, but it would have been nicer to hear it from Colleen herself. Trisha was explaining how she felt when she finally read those messages, and she said that her heart was racing and she felt triggered. She explained that she hasn't been triggered like that in a while, but obviously seeing something like that coming from someone you thought was a friend is just impossible to process.
Saying she saw a whale, and she wasn't talking about Trisha Paytas. I sent her that as well, and she said everything's taken out of context. Like, these are lies.
Trisha ended up apologizing better to these fans than Colleen ever did.
I'm so sorry to that person. If this is true, I'm so sorry. I know firsthand how traumatizing that can be. I had nothing to do with this. I do not condone it. I think it's the most disgusting thing, and above all else, illegal. And the person she sent, who was, I think, 20 at the time, maybe 21. I still think it's disgusting. A grown woman in their 30s doing this to someone who is in their house, been around their family. Like,
what do you get out of it? I don't.
She made it clear she does not stand behind Colleen and acknowledged how horrible Colleen's so-called apology video was and how embarrassed she is to even be associated with her.
She just does not exist to me anymore. Just publicly disavowing any association I have with her.
I have to say, Trisha handled this so incredibly well. We've seen Trisha react to her friends talking badly about her behind her back before, and it's never a good reaction. How could it be? It's hurtful, and
no
what Colleen
kitchen
did
floor.
was on a whole nother level of wrong and illegal and hurtful,
No
and just such
tears.
a betrayal of that friendship. She started to do this podcast with her, she was so excited, and it seemed to be going okay. Only to find out she was sitting next to someone who was mocking her in the most hurtful way possible. A lot of people under the video are expressing how hurt they are for Trisha, writing, regardless of her past, there's no justifying what Colleen did to her. How evil can you be?
That's what
Absolutely
I'm saying.
disgusting.
Like,
I'm so sorry this happened, Trisha.
how can you
I'm so
be
sorry you went through this,
that?
Trish. As a fellow entertainer, I know how hard this must be, and you handled this with such grace and maturity. People were pointing out how horrible it was for Colleen to know that she was talking like this about Trisha. She knew that she sent those photos illegally. She knew she was having these viewing parties to mock Trisha, and she still made a podcast with her. Colleen sat beside Trisha for weeks, talking like they were best friends. I mean, talk about having absolutely no guilty conscience. It's just so mean. And for Colleen to not even admit to Trisha when she had the chance, trying to play in all those contexts, there's no remorse.
People who do not have guilty conscience, like those, though, like I really consider those people like demons that walk among us, like on some serious stuff, because how can you not feel bad about what you did? Like, how can you just not feel bad about that? Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. And I know not everybody is out there, you know, worried about other people, empathic. Like, obviously there are people that, you know, they put themselves first and that's it, and they don't give a damn. But it's just like, oh my God, how, like, even, for example, I have never seen any of my friends like OnlyFans, anything like that. I don't look for it. I'm not even Trisha. I've never seen Trisha do any sort of PORN at all whatsoever. I don't look for these things. I don't want to see them. I truly don't want to see them. It's not for me to purchase. It's not for me to be seeing. So the way that this woman went out of her way, like, it's actually, it's making my nose run.
There, and I'm so happy Trisha handled this the way she did. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about everything down below, and I'll see you next time.
Yikes, yikes, and yikes again. Like I have said in the past, Trisha is not a saint, okay? She is obviously changing, evolving, doing her best, whatever that best looks like to the perception of everybody's different perspective and eyes, right? But, can you imagine? I'm sorry. It's just the way that you can be on a public platform creating content with somebody and you don't even know you sitting with the damn enemy. You don't even know you sitting with the damn enemy right there, right next to you. My God, like, ooh. I don't want to say I've been through something similar, but I remember one of my friends telling me that what I was doing was not what I thought I was doing. And obviously God revealed what needed to be revealed, but at the same time, not on this level. Not on this level whatsoever. And like I've said before, I don't do nudes. I don't do OF. I'm just not that kind of girly. It's just, you know what I mean? I like to be very, show my body here and there, but it's not gonna be on no nude. It's just not. It's just not. It's just not it. It's just not who I am. But I commend those girls that can do it. I really do. You're gorgeous. Keep shining. But it's not something that I could do. Oh my God. Sending pictures to that's what I'm saying. I'm reading the comments, y'all. My bad. I can't believe she's talking to a 14-year-old, and my thing is, why are you still doing that? I can understand conversating with fans. I totally can understand that. But you purposely going out of your way to show X-rated content to somebody that's 14 years old, I'm not understanding. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. And as much as people want to say, this is a sickness, this is a disease, yes, part of me can absolutely agree with that. But, why repeat the cycle? If you were somebody that was touched as a child, why are you repeating the cycle? Why are you repeating the cycle? Why are you getting deeper into the bullshit of it? I don't get it. This is absolutely disgusting. And you have children. It's like, it's so many contradicting aspects that it's like I can't wrap my head around it. I really can't. Yikes. Colleen is the type of person who would rob you and turn around and help you to look for the very thing. Yep. Damn. This breaks my heart for Trish. I feel like everybody in her life that she thought was a genuine friend ended up being cruel to her. Taurus energy. Been there, done that. Worst part is Colleen tried blaming the pictures on Adam. Did he really? And the other fans, once again, throwing them under the bus to cover her ass. Blaming children. Absolutely disgusting. What a disgusting person. I'm glad her platform is finally being taken from her. I hope Trisha is able to heal from this. I don't like Trisha at all, but I know exactly how it feels to be betrayed like this. And someone who you care about, it's a horrible feeling. So I do feel bad for her. It is a horrible feeling. But this isn't about me. Anyways, let me shut up. I love you guys so much. I will see y'all in the next one. Let me know your thoughts on this video and let me know your thoughts on this situation because wow. Just wow. And I still haven't actually seen the full high video of her singing. How long is it? Is it short? Oh, it's 10 minutes. Woo! 10 million views in 10 days and it's 10 minutes long. Maybe we'll watch that next because I actually haven't seen the full video. Yikes. If you made it all the way to the end, don't forget to like and subscribe and pray for the world. Pray for the world. If you don't pray, put out some positive affirmations, something at this point, because I'm so sick of bad people. I'm sick of these people with no guilty consciences. I'm sick of everyone taking advantage of everybody. I'm just so beyond sick of it. It's so sad and pathetic, It really is some sad and pathetic stuff. Anyways. Bye. Goodbye. Because damn. How can you be that evil? I don't know what happens to people for them to become that evil. Let me stop trying to figure it out. I ain't never gonna get it. Putting out the coupe in the lot, 12 for a squat, busting all the bells out the box, hit a leaf with the top.